We usually accept the dates on our calendars without a second thought, but almost everything we've been taught about the timeline of the Star of Bethlehem is based on a manufactured tradition. Millions of people track and celebrate this event in late December, using localized dates that actually stem from older, unrelated winter solstice festivals. If the late December timeline is inaccurate, it leaves us with an immediate problem to solve. When did this convergence actually happen? To find the answer, we have to look past modern traditions and use the original law calendar, the precise timekeeping metric used by the people who recorded the event firsthand. When we cross-reference those ancient texts, a very specific date emerges. The event is recorded on the 17th day of the month of Sivan. Translated directly into the modern Roman calendar we use today, Sivan 17 lands exactly on June 17th in the year 2 BC. By stepping away from familiar seasonal habits and relying purely on original data, the timeline of the most heavily documented astronomical event in history shifts entirely to the middle of summer. We don't have to take the ancient calendar's word for it. We can verify this summer date using modern scientific tools. Planetary orbits operate like a massive, highly predictable clock. By using current tracking data from space agencies like NASA, astronomers can rewind the positions of the planets with absolute mathematical precision to see exactly what the sky looked like thousands of years ago. This star chart, generated for June 17th, 2 BC, maps a specific convergence. The math shows Jupiter and Venus overlapped so closely from Earth that their combined light appeared as a single extraordinarily bright focal point. For people standing in 1st century Judea, this mathematical alignment resulted in a massive glowing beacon dominating the western horizon. The celestial mechanics and the original historical records match. The event is a verifiable reality tied specifically to mid-June. Because planetary orbits are a continuous loop, that same math allows us to run the clock forward. Projecting into our immediate future, the tracking data points directly to June 16th and 17th of 2026. On the projected 2026 star chart, Jupiter and Venus enter the exact same orbital proximity. When we place the 2 BC celestial data directly over the 2026 projection, the planets align in a perfect one-to-one match. Astronomers refer to this as an exact mirror event. Getting these specific bodies to lock into this precise configuration requires thousands of years of orbital cycles to complete. What we are looking at for the summer of 2026 is a measurable repetition of the most famous night sky in human history. True history is recorded in the unalterable clockwork of the solar system, providing a fixed point of reference that exists independently of human tradition. Discovering these original names and the true historical timeline allows you to move beyond modern filters and engage with history as it was actually recorded. Now that the astronomical data is available, you have a choice. You can acknowledge the verifiable math or continue following dates that have no basis in the actual event. We are only a short time away from watching a celestial mirror that hasn't occurred in millennia unfold right above our heads. It's time to start preparing. Are you ready to look up when this happens? Let me know where you stand in the comments. Ultimately, finding the truth requires looking past manufactured dates and seeking out the original sources for yourself. Because once you see the math, the illusions of tradition start to fade.